Good evening, people. Gonna try an evening stream. I normally don't really make any music in the evening, or I try and avoid it just because it's. But I don't find it the best time of day creatively, personally. But I have some time. I thought I would jump on and see who it's about, or see what happens. I think So I've got another gig coming up on the 4th of December, and it's a shorter one. And I thought I might try and put together some kind of a new set. And I thought I would do that by going back through tracks I've kind of started over the past year or so, and maybe trying to mine them for samples. So, excuse me. There are a few that I listened to the other night that I thought, it's only a 30-minute set, so I thought either I can go deep and try and do do a really expansive, maybe kind of one idea 30-minute set, or I could I don't know. I'm kind of feeling in the mood to make it a bit deeper, but it depends what time of the night I'm on, and what the crowd's like and what the music's been like before. So I don't know. I'm feeling like there are a couple of tracks I started, and I think it was thanks to someone who joins on stream quite often. Kalu posted on like an old video about one of them. This isn't it, but it got me thinking. Oh yeah, there were some tracks I kind of started back. So in March I started this. And yeah, it was. I think I actually just jammed out the first version of it on stream. And was it this one that I was going to do, or was it the other one? I think there was another one called ISO Luna. So I'm going to try and mine it for some samples and show you how I might take a track like that and condense it down into a live set. So I don't really have a plan for this. It all kinds of depends on the music and how I put it together originally. So here we go. I'm just going to give it a quick listen to what I. So this was back in October last year. I started this, and then I worked on it again at Christmas. So I might just give it a listen. Evening, Jarson. Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. How you doing? I'm just going to give it a listen now. The very first edition. Yeah, something like this. I think these breaks I could definitely condense down into some 8-bar loops to play live. Bless up. Very Apexy, this one, but there's like a good bass line that comes in that I like, and I thought that might work well as a live thing. to this bit. I think that would sound pretty good live. So yeah, it's I think that's largely the idea. It's got this like ambient pad that kind of comes in and out. These quite frenetic drums, quite IDM-esque drums, and this kind of 808 bass. And I did work on it again a couple of months later. I just want to hear the bass line, what I did to the bass line in this. If I sounds like I opened the pad up more. Yeah, okay, so that is the track that I started back in October last year, and worked on it again on the 12th of in December. So I'm gonna open it up now, and I'm gonna see if we can't make a little live jam thing. Why couldn't it be opened? Why not? Is it because it's not downloaded? Typical. I'll find something else to do if not. This is just kind of a loose plan. So if I can't make a new live thing work, I'll just use the old set that I'll just use the set I've already made. But I thought, I'm always kind of up for pushing myself and trying new things. You don't get the chance to kind of play live in front of people very often. Or it's always a good opportunity to kind of test stuff out. There's some re-noise tracks in there. This is my sketchbook. So I will make some music at some. It's because a lot of these are archived. So I would have just. Wait, are you gonna let me open that? Why not? Why couldn't it be opened? Is it because it might be because I need to download it quick action? Let's pull it back into Discover. If not, I'll find something else to do. The file could not. I don't know why that is, because the samples. That's bizarre. Maybe if I just download it from my box. Hopefully there's nothing sensitive on here. I don't think there is. I think it's all music stuff largely. Dropbox is great for that. Kind of sequence everything with Dropbox. all my I use it to store everything, so I can listen out and about. It's like essential part of my workflow. Everything gets in Dropbox. Everything ends up there. And it means I can listen to things out and about. So I make it on the computer. I know it's immediately synced. When was it? Was October? Here we go. Right. I'm just going to download it. I thought, no, I won't prepare. I'll just go. I'll just go for it. What's this saying? I'll try this. If this doesn't work, we'll try a different tack. There's no real plan for to. Oh, maybe it's because I paused that. That's why. Pause my syncing. Is that why? Okay. Maybe that's why. Let's see if we get on. The idea is I'm just going to mine some samples from it. So if I got like an 8-bar loop of something, I would consider that a success for this session. That is my goal. Or, you know, rather the goal is to just do the session. That's always my how I kind of approach these things. I've already achieved what I needed to by sitting down. Give you to do get all zen. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we're in. So I suspect I started this the same way I start everything. So we've got what you would have all seen me do on stream. So it looks like a chop to break in this one as well. Tearing. So this is quite key. Sorry about that. The Akai, like maybe I need to have it off when I open the project up, but it kind of if it overrides everything and sets the fader at like 6 or something. Okay, so this is key. Is that all it is? So something like that, I'll probably just stick bounce as a loop. And then we've got the bass. Is it this one? Yeah. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. So there's some reverb on this. What I kind of learnt from the last live set, or my first go at it, was that you can be quite haphazard with like how things are mixed and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter too much because as long as you don't have too much stuff going on, like it never sounds that bad if you don't worry. Like if I just bounced this out now, if I just froze that and took it without worrying about the fact that maybe some stuff isn't quite leveled properly, I suspect it would just be fine. I'd just turn it down a bit. Now there was boo boo. There's some like toms going on that I liked, and I want to get them across. Yeah, that's key. That's cool. That would work really well. Okay, all right. I'm just getting my head around how I'm going to approach this. Now the breaks. This is step 162. Is this the key one? I think it is. Turned it off here. So I went through a phase of like I'd render anything to audio the moment I did it. I mean, you could just like you could probably make this into your loops. Let's just hit. I wouldn't mind some more of this step 162 though. Nice. happened there. Now that just sounds like the straight break there. What have I done? I'm kind of keen for like the set to be breaksy. I think that's kind of like what my music is about. It's like so this has got this kind of like little skippy thing going on here. Me too, Jar-son. Yeah, just just chilling. I mean, this is like the unglamorous side of it all, really. Just like having to make decisions about what loops you might have played. So at some point you do have to make a decision, and I think so. This 08 is great, and I'm just going to use this loop. And first, before I do any of this, I think it's 163. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that for now. It's almost been a year. Go. So what's the best way to do this? I wonder if this was... No, this would have been live 11 when I made this, I think. All right. So I'm literally just making live clips here. I'm going to set this to record. This has got this kind of breakbeat thing on. What's that sound like that on? You know what I might do? I'm going to get rid of all that. Yeah, about that. Bring these up together. I'll try a little something here. I do some like hacks to make them just work a bit quicker. I'm just going to go for 8-bar loops here. I'm making a load of 8-bar loops for and to add to the live set. 5th clip track. Just looking at your question, Jarson. 2, 3. What's it called? Which one is it? Is it which channel? If you can name the channel, I'll try and. If clip track, what are those? Not these. Not the things for the groups. These bad boys. Arm in the track. We know. Okay. So. Okay, I've got that there. I'm gonna arm this. Trying to do a little bit of a hack here. Quite cool. Clicked on it and it disappeared. Is it? It's not the follow actions. Not these things. Not these things. These kind of these bad boys. These squares. These. Maybe if I could. Weird. Ah, was it like on here when I did that? When I did that. Let me know. If I'm in the. So okay. So when you, if I'm assuming right, I'm just going to carry on with this thinking that it was in here. When you start playing like, so then when you're in when you're in the view like this, it means that if you just play, it means it's not playing in this view. It's playing in session view. So if you click this, it goes back to silence because there's nothing there. If that answers your question. So it depends if you've got stuff playing in session view and not in here, or it's different. It's and say you've got some tracks are playing some stuff and some aren't in the different views, then it will just highlight the tracks where they're playing. So it would bring it up to say it's not playing in this window. There we go, which means that it's playing in session view and not in arrangement view. So you need to, that takes you back to arrangement view. Okay, so I'm trying this for the first time. What I'm going to do is get the follow actions to trigger these clips and record what's in here. So I might just do something. Yeah, great. Okay. So when it hits these, I'm going to make some follow actions and just get it to do Ava, legato. I'm just going to get it to do 2. See if we get any interesting results. It might just sound mad. and it's gonna progress through after 8. Is it gonna work? Let's just check the routing. Okay, that's coming through there. That's coming from this. Audio from track from this one is being recorded on this channel, and the audio from this one. No worries, man. You're welcome. I don't know if that was the best explanation, but you'll see it happen again. Just keep an eye out for it. Right, I'll try now. Yay, it's doing it. So I'm just letting it do its thing. It's just going to keep recording. There we go. Great. Now we have however many, like 10 8-bar loops or something. So I'm just going to find those, and they're going to be nice bits of audio we've got here. Okay, cool. So now the aim here, we're just creating nice little 8-bar loops that I can then drop into a live set, or I've just got on hand. Okay, great. So we'll get rid of that one. And we've got the tearing ones here as well, because that's all we created so far. So I'm going to copy those, and we're going to jungle live set in new folder called Step 1. I think that's the Jungle Warfare one. Steps. And what was the other one? Tear-ins. Alright. See that? Okay, I'm going to quite easy to rename things on a Mac. Don't know how easy it is to do on a Windows, so just call it something like "8-bar tearing break." There we go. And they're not like maximum volume, because I like to kind of keep the volumes healthy. I don't really like to kind of push the volume so much. You can always turn it up. There's no issue with doing that in the box, because there's kind of it's the digital domain, so you can play around with gain a lot easier, or you've got a lot more leeway. 8-bar step, 8-bar step break. Okay. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to look at this bass line. So what's this bass line saying? How long is that? 16 bars, fine. And for this, what do I do? Quite not loud, isn't it? Right, fine. I'm just gonna freeze this one. Do it that way. Flatten. That's certainly the quickest way to do it. Okay, fine. I'll crop you. You nice and tight there. That looks better. Q. Crop that. There we go. Find where that is. See that? Live set. Name it. Something like AW, ISO, Lunar Bass. I will remember that. Score 1, cool. And then we've got the loop. Along with the others. I've made recently. Okay, so we've got the bass, we've done the bass, and we've done the breaks. Am I going to do anything else with the breaks? I don't know. That's the original. Quite cool. I don't know. I kind of feel like I might want to do some mad stuff with these guys. That's what people like, isn't it? Got here. There's some stuff that I made. Effects racks that I found was like, oh, they're great. Spurb. That was quite a funny one. Yeah, I like this one. That's cool. draw all this stuff and it's a bit of a pain sometimes. Just draw. I prefer drawing sometimes because it can the automation can be a bit tricksy sometimes. Give it a crack, shall we? I don't even know how I've made that. I don't know how I've made that. We'll have a look in a sec. I don't want this bad boy here. I want it gone. I want the gradual fade. Just trying to draw in some automation here. Almost there. Go mental with you. Yeah. Like that. It's not really that crazy, is it? Where's the spurb? Right, that'll do. So 5 actions again on this one. put it on 2. That means it's like every half bar, every 2 measures. 1, 2, change, 2, change, 1, 2, change. Bit too mad. Right, cool. I think I'm going to just do like 4 of those. That should be enough. On here. Time, been up about 45 minutes. Okie dokie. So we're going to turn you and turn you off. I'm going to record some craziness now. One more. There we go. Difficult to tell if they're they're even worth doing, but don't judge that until you put them in a set, because you never know what's going to work. Like you never know when these samples come in handy. And I've sometimes been surprised by things that I've kind of cast aside or thought, no, that's not up to scratch or whatever. And then I've listened back to it and thought, oh, these are actually pretty good. Break, great. We'll just call it a step break. 8-bar step break effects. Great. Okay, so we've got some stuff to play with there. Oh, excuse me. Right. Okay. I think now it might be we've got these 2 like percussion loops as well. And what's the difference here? Right, you and is there any difference? Are they identical? They are identical. Great. Okay. So maybe now they do have some reverb stuff on, so I'm tempted to resample them. If I do, and I'm going to do that, we'll just call this grit, and we'll call this 4 a.m. Good time of day, 4 a.m. We'll do this one first, and I'm just going to solo it, and let's get an idea of what's going on. So it's quite loud, that, so I probably wouldn't want it that loud, so I'll just pull the fader down. Actually, I'm gonna use the utility so it's easier to see the gain adjustment I do. I want the loudest sound. I want it to kind of be around -18. A little bit of mixing here, actually. Shaving off the bottom. Quite a lot of bottom. Alright, that'll do. So I'm resampling it here to get the room reverb. Okay, here we go. If you're watching tonight, thanks very much for tuning in. Alright, there we go. We've got our full loop there, our full 8 bar. Drop that. We're at 1. Okay, now I'm going to do the 4 AM loop. And we can do the same thing. I'm just going to give it a quick listen and check it's not too crazy. DJ Doms, hello. Good to have you in the chat. Just kind of, I'm trying to make some loops for another live thing. From older tracks that I didn't do anything with, so kind of mining my own music for samples, and I'm just kind of making some loops from it. There we go. That's all that was. That one, like a 4-bar loop. Looks quite loud, but that's fine. We'll roll with that for now. It's fine where it is. Okay, got both of them there. This almost feels like, you know, I need a new percussion. Breaks. Maybe I want another one. Maybe I want a 6th percussion. These are the hard decisions. I'm going to put it in here for now. Percussion. Loops. Stop. Stop. W. 4 AM. Perk. Loop. 1. 1. 1. Go. Yeah, big respect to yourself as well too, DJ Doms. Thanks for that. Oh, is that on? Is that our Busy Bees thing, Garson? Is that happening now? I keep thinking about, like, I'm never sure how does one enter that? Do we just email him music? Maybe it would be good fun to like try and make something. Yeah, Saturday. And do you just send him tunes? Like, do you just email him tunes? Maybe we should try and make one. 10 p.m. Might try and make one on. Maybe if we made one on stream or something, try to make like absolute amen carnage on stream. I reckon I'd be up for that. Okie dokie. So we've got. Yeah, nice one. Thanks. Thanks, man. That'd be really helpful. You could just like you can email it to me or just put it in a comment or if he keeps it public, I don't know. If not, just email it to me. Okay, so the next is this longer loop, and this Subplate Wars. Yeah, I've seen it about like I've watched some of them back after the facts and stuff, and yeah, I really rate Busy Bee anyway. And he's a nice guy, and he does good stuff for the scene. Puts out really good stuff. Good head from back in the day as well, and like does really cool renoise videos as well. That's how I found him, looking for renoise stuff. All right. So we've got the loops here now. We've got. Yeah, man, he is. It's a good. You know, you need. There's a lot of people. You need good people, don't you, in the scene and stuff like that. I think. And it's good that he's accessible. You know, it's not always that as some DJs, some artists and stuff like that. You know, they feel like harder to access or harder to kind of. I think because of his YouTube channel and all that stuff, and the fact he does do Dubplate Wars, a lot more accessible. Okay, so we've got this loop as well now. That's very Aphexy and nice. So what I might try and do here is just load back in the little. So we've got, you know, I've taken the set. I've just got rid of everything. Get rid of all those now, and that's it. We're like everything else is I've kind of. And what I will do for the, you know, you could pull in some amens and stuff like that and see what they sound. But like any piece of music is completely modular, really, when you think about it, and you can just kind of add in what you want to it. The only thing you have to do is you make sure you've got the kind of settings how you want them. I like repitch for breaks and tones, things like basses. This is going to be quite quiet, so I probably want to boost it a bit. Yeah, man. I agree. Jarson. Yeah, you know, you just need like people who inspire others and stuff. Thank you. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, and it like kind of works, or you start getting an idea. Got percussion. So the idea is I'm going to jam a kind of tape with this main pad, but and just record like, I don't know, 32 bars or something like that. See how we get on. We try somewhere tearing. I think they're quite key that we have. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it sounds. Why is it? It sounds very distorted to me. Maybe I just like it static. I don't know. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like 4 repetitions of it, recorded it, and see how it goes. Okay, cool. And then we will have made it into a load of live loops from an old idea. I can see it, Jarson. I can see it highlighted. At DJ Doms. Cheers. Yeah, man. The like. Oh, thanks for hanging out in the chat, guys. It's nice to have company. Junglist company. This is probably veering more toward like this, a bit more IDM-y, if you can stomach that term, because it's a bit divisive sometimes. So okay, here we go. Just gonna roll with it, see how we get on. I will, man. Yeah, for sure. we got a loop. We're made, just recorded. Yeah, sick. I'm pretty pleased with that. That's certainly some loops. That's certainly some loops to chuck in a live thing. Made some decisions, about condensing it down, because you can't have everything. You can't have every effect that you've got. You have to kind of make decisions about, right, what limitations am I gonna put on myself here. Or what am I not going to carry across? I'm just called Ice and Lunar Pad. And yeah, I've got another gig on the 4th of December. So I was thinking it would be nice. Hopefully that might make the cut, and I might rehearse it on stream as well. I'll have to see. Just looking at the comments. Jarson, ABC Minute. I'm like, it's just a next thing getting in the way of me learning. Yeah, man. Do you need it? Like, can you? My kind of train of thought is like always, like what do I need? Do I need? What can I do with the stuff I've already got? And the reason I got the APC is I've got I owned a push, and I started on a push, and I moved house, and I didn't have space for the push. And the push, like, if you ever use one, they're big, they're heavy, and they take up a lot of desk space, and they have a lot of really good features, and that's like a benefit of them. That's a selling point. But at the same time, they have a lot of features. They almost have too many for me, and it's kind of a bit like if you don't know your way around it, it's a bit overwhelming. So this appealed to me because it's not got many. It's not got much that it can do, and that's a good thing. I sometimes like if I'm feeling like that, Jarson, and I'm thinking, I think that's the right attitude to have. Is like, is this going to help me make more tunes right now? Because if it is, then it's probably a worthwhile investment. If you think it's going to help you write more tunes, it's going to help you have more ideas, then get one. But if you think you could, like, if it depends what the trade-off is, like, it's a gamble with any piece of gear as to whether it's going to inspire you to make more music, and you're going to get to grips with it quick enough that it's not just going to become a boredom-inducing thing. Yeah, man. Fleabay. Yeah, they're probably cheap as chips there. It was like up 65 quid new or something. Is that right? My kind friend Tom gave me this keyboard to use on a kind of long-term lend, and I must say I'm so enjoying having that on my desk. I've got a piano that I've written a lot of music on at, like a weighted keyboard thing. I really miss having that. Yeah, you should. If you can afford that, man, just give it a bash for 25 quid. Like, why? Like, if I was trying to sell it, what would I say? I really like the fact. If you use Session View and you like the idea of like being able to try lots of different ideas in different combinations, I would highly recommend it. And like, also, if you like jamming with a DAW, you know, if you kind of like loading in a few clips. I mean, if you look here, how many clips have I got there? Like, probably about 15 or something, if that. And you can make a whole piece of music out of that. I think there's like this misconception of like how many parts you need to kind of for a piece of music to be complete. Because if you enjoyed that and you kind of think, and I'm guessing you're saying that inspired you because you kind of the music was vibing, and I mean it certainly sounded all right to, you know, it sounded okay to me, but so what point am I trying to make here? That yeah, I would encourage someone then. I would encourage you to get something like this, where you can maybe just throw your samples in. There's all kinds of fun stuff you can do with this view, like, so you know, I cut all those samples the other day, didn't I? I put up. I can't remember where I put them now. Samples, the Jungle Tools one. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's just load a few of those in, just anywhere. Just load them here. Yeah, man. I'm glad that's come across, because I've purposefully tried to cultivate that. I think since having kids, I don't know if you've got kids yourself or if like many people here have children, but like after having kids, I was like, and things are a bit easier now for one thing or one reason or another, but I was like, I just have to get quicker. I have to be quicker. I cannot have one track take me 3 months now. I will never have that time again to kind of laze around, or not laze around, sorry, like kind of, I will never have that time to have that much leisure with my music again, or certainly not consistently, or like, you know, regularly. So I've kind of got used to making music in like 30-minute bursts, maybe once a day. And stuff like this helps massively, because I just go, oh, well, I'm not sure, just bash, 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 see how it comes out. And it's like, and half the time it's a start. It's a start. You know, stuff like, because I know you've like feeling. I think the Ragga Soundclash thing was like the way where you subscribed, man. Is that right? And so taking that, like, kind of the idea of like working with samples, you know, you can load. So I've loaded some samples in here, and I'm going to set the launch mode, and I'm going to set it to triggers. Fine. I'm just going to set none for quantize, and I'm going to turn off warp. Then you can use this as a bit of like a faux MPC, you know. I've put follow actions on there. Don't want those. So trigger is trigger, quantize none. Live 10's pretty good though. DJ Doms. Is it just Dom rather than DJ? I'm glad to call you DJ Doms all the time, but view. But I see the session view. Yeah. So hopefully it's like on some of the ideas where I've like worked on I've started a track. Doms, cool man, thanks. So I've started a track in a jam, and then you've seen me work on it in arrangement, and I do more things in arrangement. Then it's like because something about all this grey space, and maybe it's, you know, it's quite terrifying, especially when you're like, a lot of people get stuck here. They get stuck here, don't they? The first 8 bars, or wherever you put it, whether you put it there, or whether you put it there. And then you look at it and you've got like, oh my God, I've got like 5.5 minutes of music still to fill. And this is a bit of a way of hacking it, of just like, okay, well, if I jam this out and I do the thing where I export it and I don't listen to it and I kind of come back to it a week after, it's like, oh, I've got this whole arrangement of music that is, okay, it's a bit rough around the edges. I think a lot of people are DOMs, and I'm trying to think. Yeah. Yeah, so like I was talking to a mate about it the other day as well, like a producer, and he uses renoise a lot for his jungle and stuff. Um, and he was saying like, what was it? When he first got Ableton, people were like, "Don't use whatever you do, don't use this view, don't use session view." But to me, what sold Ableton to me was the fact that you could play different ideas against each other and they'd all be in time. So I could kind of maybe record a load of keyboard lines, or I could record like I could record a bass line. So I say I could record like 4 bass lines, and then I could just try them all against each other really quickly, along with different drums and everything. I really like the fact that you could do that and it just all stayed in time. It was rock solid timing. Because I think up until that point I'd come from using an iPad with like live loop stuff, and that was just horrendous. And that's what drew me to Ableton, was the fact you could do this stuff. You know, you could trigger stuff, and it's all in time. You know. Even if it's like out of sequence, that doesn't always matter, and that can lead to some happy accidents. But like, and then depending on how you set your clips up and stuff, when you get a bit quick, get your way, get your rhythm tight. I mean, I don't. If you guys are DJs, if you're a DJ, Jarson, I guess you are DOMs. Like, you know, the idea of like rhythm and switching things in rhythm is kind of part of that, and that's kind of what you're doing there, or at least how I approach it. I just find it's like there's a time for both views. There's a time for session and there's a time for arrangement. But like, yeah, like I was, give it a go, man. Give it a try. Don't, never rule out any way of doing. I think there's benefits in both views. What I would say that, like, music is something. Me too. I always test it in the car. That's like the last place. That's the last place where I hear it. Banging tunes for the car. I think, yeah, inherently, like, something about when you're arranging on a timeline like this, music is not something that we hear in 2 dimensions. Music is something that happens moving through time as well. I suppose we've got that time view here, but like, it's something we hear now in stereo, and it has depth and high and low frequency content, and this is not always the best rendering of that experience, a 2D environment. That's my thoughts on it. But Jarson, you can do stuff. You can kind of like turn the APC into a bit of an MPC, and and do kind of stuff like that with it. And you can set these to quantize, like maybe we do it like 8th, turn off legato, for both of them. Okay. Not very good at finger drumming, but like, this one? Yeah, so you can kind of use it like a, you can use it a bit like an NPC. Yeah, so on my live set 100 subs video, Jarson, I chopped about a good portion of the first side. If you want to have a look at that, see if maybe I can get to it here. Just put it in the chat for you, or just yeah, I chop like there's like 70 sound. It's quite hard to chop that because they're all so close together. Unless you were doing it for pleasure and you wanted to kind of chop it yourself, which I understand. Something about the satisfaction of getting through like a load of samples. Yeah, have a go with that. That's like the first. That's a fair few of them. That'll get you on your way, unless you were honestly wanting to do it for like just a bit of. Fine, sorry. There's me. Like, yeah, good practice. Good practice. Yeah. Yes, I agree. It's good. It's good Zen practice. Chop in practice. It's like running. It's like doing scales. Like playing scales. Yeah, DJ Dom's. Which one were you on? Yeah, I'm probably going to call it. I'm going to call it. But I've kind of achieved what I wanted to with that session, in an hour and a half, and I generally find it a bit harder to get started in the evening. Good. No, sick, man. It's what I like, and I really, yeah, it's actually nice. It's nice to do these things and have people there watching, even if it's only a couple of people or something. Chopping Ragasat. Yeah, is that the one you found? Yeah, that is the first one Jarson was on, I think, or commented on. That was quite a long one as well, wasn't it? Where I just got the sound clash vocal. There was some good stuff from that one. Did you get the rack and stuff? No, I guess you can't, can you, Doms? If you're in 10, I'll try and bear in mind that more, because I know a lot of people are still on older versions, and I've tried to include WAVs as well where I can. Yeah, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'll try and include WAVs for people who are on older versions, particularly for stuff like that. I love working with stuff with like those types of thing though. Presets. I can't even remember where I put it now. Yeah, the Soundclash one. That was good. That was the Soundclash MC vocals. Yeah, some good stuff on here. This is a good thing about having a keyboard.
Come together! Shut down country! Do that! Selassie, I know.
Yeah, that one.
Now you come and play participation style. Yeah. Selassie, I know.
Yeah, I expect a lot of people are still. You're like, I think Jarson's on 10. Got a feeling.
Selassie, I know.
Yeah, that's a sick sample.
Now you come and play participation style. That's what I mean.
I will play you. I've been working on a sample pack, a new one, like of pads. I think I'm gonna sell on. I am gonna sell on Gumroad or something with a friend. Like jungle stuff, like from sample from a Korg wave station. Oh right, sick. Oh good. Oh right, okay. Hot copy, is it? So we're going to make a load of a bit like the Brian Funk packs if you've ever used those. But he's got a wave station, Korg wave station, and there is an emulation, but I haven't seen many. I haven't seen any Ableton packs for it, like samples and stuff. So we've been sampling it, multi-sampling it, and making these patches, which I found they sound pretty good for like jungle stuff. That vaporwave stuff like that. But I've been working on these recently off stream. This one. Lush. God, I love stuff like that. That is just so up my street. Yeah, I'm kind of like I love these pads. So it's full of stuff like that. It's full of pads like that, and we're going to call it Deep Atmospheres. Oh, that's a name. Yeah, they're just like it's just so with a bit of attack on something like that. And I really like a kind of notch filter. Quite high resonance. Yeah, that's kind of my cup of tea. Yeah, so we've been sampling that, and I think that sounds lush, to be honest. Vibes, yeah. Easy Wooder. How you doing, man? I think I'm like I was just kind of showing people the patch, like some patches that Tom and I are making, um, and was then probably going to sign off. So like I've been on for about an hour and a half now, just but kind of making loops for a live set for the listening sessions birthday, and Jarson and Doms, if you're on, there's like a thing in Birmingham called listening sessions where it's like a producer showcase where people can take tunes and have them played on a big system, and that's how I know Buddha, who's just said hello, and Tom, who sometimes pops in. But yeah, so we've got there's a eighth. It's the 8th birthday of the night, or of the kind of thing of the listening sessions, and that's the next gig I'm playing at. But yeah, Buddha, I was just kind of making loops for that. Essentially, what key this is in? Oh, are you? That's cool. Like I think there are people from like people have come in from all over the place. Yeah, sick man. That's nice. Thanks. Yeah, good to have you here. Good to have you check in. Yeah, and then just showing people that there's pads. London, yeah. Where are you guys in London? North, south, east, west? That's a bit more like Tombrel. South. I lived in Waltham Abbey for quite a long time. Well, I kind of grew up there, went to school in Epping. I don't know if you guys know that. Northwest. Nice, yeah, good to have you on. Birmingham here. Yeah, these are some of the pads from that sample pack. Some other good ones, but yeah. They're all kind of like a bit PlayStation startup, especially this one. So let's go low with that. I think I know where that was, yeah. Was it? What good, like, for parties and stuff? God, I wonder if I've got, like, you just triggered a memory of, like, my stepsister going to stuff like that. Is there garage stuff and things like that? Like, maybe I remember seeing flyers and posters for it in the M25, like, or on like M25 junctions. Epping Forest Country Club, yeah. Mad big pads on that machine. Yeah, was it? Yeah, that probably the maths adds up there probably. Right. How are we doing for time? I think I'm probably gonna call it a night, boys and girls, if there are any girls on, but could just still be then, which is fine. But yeah, thanks very much for checking in. And yeah, Doms, if you've got an email for, or like if you could point me in the direction of the Busy Bee thing, that'd be sick. Because I have tried to find it before and couldn't. If not now, at some point, that'd be mega handy. Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow morning because I'll have time tomorrow morning. I doubt anyone will be on then, but if you're about, if you're commuting and you can, say hi. Yes. All right. Thanks, Doms. Wooder, cheers, man. If you're still on, Jarson, as ever. Good luck with. Yeah, let me know if you get the MPC, the APC. I think your strategy is a good one. Same with chopping up samples. I reckon like it's always best to do it yourself. It really is with any of this stuff. Don't like. Yeah, cheers, Doms. Don't download my what the stuff. Just make your own. All right. All right. Where are we? All right, guys. Well, thanks very much for watching. Yeah, cheers, Wooder. See you in a bit, man. Hope you got that guitar. Do you ever get that guitar? Don't worry about it now, but maybe next time. All right then. Have a good evening. I'll catch you around.